This one goes out to all little bros out there. Y'all be safe, man. Might not be my blood, but you my little bro. Care about you, so I really gotta let you know. The streets foul, man, gotta reap what you sow. It's grown men out here grown, I never grow. Little boy, not be my blood, but you my little bro. Care about you, so I really gotta let you know. The streets foul, man, gotta reap what you sow. It's grown men out here grown, that never grow. Little bro, turn on the news, another kid got shot.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of How to Beat the Streets podcast. Yeah. Oh, man. A fish in the sea, a bird in a tree. Ain't another MC that can mess with Smooth B. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the entrepreneur, hip-hop legend, one of the smoothest flows in the game. BX own, Smooth B in the building.
Yes, sir. Hey! What up,
good, man?
How you feel, sir?
Come on, man. I'm feeling great. You know what I mean? You in the building.
Yes.
It's a pleasure, man. Thank you for coming. One, I'm going to start by just saying I appreciate you, man. You came through to my mom. She had like a little book launch and all that. You came through. I appreciate you, man. I remember you coming to Lincoln Projects years ago, man. Like, causing havoc in Lincoln. Because yo, Smooth B in the building, hey, but you had to go out the back way, man. I remember those stories my mom used to tell me, man. But salute to you, man. Thank you for being here.
Man, I love you so much, Rob, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of you, man, and all of your endeavors. You know what I'm saying? It's like we family, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, look, man, I'd be no other place. You know what I mean?
Man, I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Now,
absolutely.
Here on this show, we always get started with a quote. The quote we got for you today is, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. What's that quote mean to you?
Oh, man, you know, it's the thought. You know, what a person thinks about themselves genuinely is what manifests in their life. So if you think you can do something, then you're exactly correct, because you'll pursue it. You know, and if you think you can't, you won't pursue it. So therefore, you are correct in that assumption as well.
Gems.
You know.
Now, thinking about 50 years of hip hop, you know, all over, everybody been celebrating 50 years of hip hop. Yeah. What's some ways that you were celebrating 50 years of hip hop? Man,
you know, mainly just being thankful to be here. That's like, you know they say have an attitude of gratitude. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to be a part of hip hop for as many years as I have, being able to have contributed to the game, watching it from its humble beginnings, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, you know what I'm saying, and get a chance to contribute, you know what I mean, and it's just, you look up and you're like, 50 years, yo, you know, and so we've been doing some shows. I've been doing some nice, smooth shows, and I've been working on different projects, you know what I'm saying, because it's very inspirational. Every time we come out and we get an opportunity to rock amongst our peers and all of that, it's inspirational. So I've been making some new, you know, getting in soul food together for y'all. Boy, I'm cooking, boy. I'm cooking.
It don't stop.
Yes, sir.
So, in your opinion, how has hip-hop changed from, like, when you was doing your thing to what you see going on now?
Well, you know, I tell you, it's interesting because when we first jumped in it, and before us, there were a certain set of rules set in place. And one of the main rules was originality. You know what I'm saying? It's like a person didn't care too much about what you was really saying, as long as it was authentic, long as you were being you. Yeah, you know, it had to be something dope. You know, it was certain rules. You know, it got to be catchy. It got to be this. It got to make the people feel good or whatever. We came up in the party era of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I like hip hop started out in the club. It started in the parks, of course, but the theme of it, throw your hands in the air. It was like, it was a party. You know what I'm saying? And then it went on to different levels of consciousness, you know, thanks to Melly Mel, you know, and so many different people that took it to different levels, but you still had to be you. And that was the thing where they were saying biters, you know, like if you bit somebody's style, or if your name was too close to that person's name, that was a problem, because the key was back then was to make a name for yourself. Make a name for yourself. So you had to put your life on that. You know what I'm saying? That's what you had to stand on, your principles. Everything came with your name.
That's dope.
You know, so that's
for real.
Yeah.
And you had that smooth sound, man. I was listening to some Smooth B all morning, and I'm like, nah, man. My man had just one of the smoothest flows in New York City, man. So most guys is afraid to be smooth on the track.
Right.
What made you stand on that?
Well, again, it was the whole principle of being yourself. So I had to find my niche. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's how I am. You know what I'm saying? One of my boys actually named me Smooth, and it was crazy. I share this with you. It's so funny because we write by interval, right? So it's the 2 and the 5 line. And I used to live all the way uptown, 233rd,
Word.
right? So, or the last stop of the 5. So I used to ride the train in the morning, right? So we be in the last car, and from 180th to 149th and 3rd Avenue every morning it would go express. So it wouldn't stop at none of the local stops. And that's when everybody would light up their tree. Yeah, so it'd be crazy. It'd be smoke out, right? So then by 149th, then people start getting on. Well, all of this leads up to say, one morning, so it was just, we see girls coming in and out, and we be, whatever. So we was picking, me and my crew, my man Garfield. Garfield was the one that said, you should call yourself Smooth. So the whole point was, it was different girls. We be plotting like, oh yeah, you gonna get at her? You wanna, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna press up, whatever. So one day this girl comes on, and so we position our bags because we was trying to, we was plotting ahead of time, like who we going. So this one shorty had my eye on her. So when she got on, I moved my bag so she could come, bam.
Right here, miss.
Right? So she sits, right, that part. So she sits next to me, and I start spitting my game. Long story short, by the time because we went to school down in Midtown, so by the time we had got downtown, we get off the train, he was like, yo, D, the whole time we was on the train, I ain't hear nothing you said. I was trying to hear what type of game you was spitting, but you was so low, and Smooth with it spitting in her ear. I ain't hear nothing. He said, you should call yourself Smooth. And I was like,
Smooth B. Him like a lotus flower.
Hey, with great power. Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy. So from that point, you took the name.
Took the name and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, that's how that's how I get down. That's how I give it up.
Now, from Smooth B, getting the name on the train, you know what I mean, to linking up with Greg Nice. How did you and Greg Nice end up meeting up?
Man, it was crazy. All right. Tell you how things work. Now, before I met Greg, I was in different groups, you know what I'm saying? So I had been in about 3 different groups, singing groups, boop, bop, bop, all types of stuff, just finding my way and boom, 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 trying to get that right chemistry. Then I ran into Bobby Brown, and I started writing for Bobby. Oh. Yeah, so I wrote the raps that you hear on his first album, and, I had a little part of My Prerogative, et cetera, et cetera. So, and then I went on the road with him, singing background with him and all. So I'm learning. I'm soaking up game from Bob and all of that. Now, while I'm on the road, we both met this guy. Like, Bobby met him first, but his name was Lance. His name was Lance, and he called himself Lance Romance, right? So, long story short, the whole time we were on the road, everybody thought, because he was originally from Texas, so he would always wear cowboy hats, or he'd be wearing... He just was an ill dresser. He'd wear brights, he was different. So I'm thinking he from Texas, he always having cowboy hats and all types of shit. So, and he talk about Texas all the time, but I didn't know he lived in the Bronx. And the crazy part was he lived in my old neighborhood. So at the end of the tour, we're in the airport. When we land, I see him in LaGuardia, and I'm like, yo, Lance, what you doing? And he was like, I'm getting ready to go to the crib. I was like, where you live? He said, I live in the Bronx. I said, don't you live in Texas? He was like, nah, I live in the Bronx. And we chop it up. But while we were on the road, he had heard me talking about, like he had overheard a conversation that I had with Bobby, which was Bobby wanted to produce me at that time. So Bobby, his whole back, like when they made New Edition songs and all that, it was with a band. Everything was a band. The production in the studio was band. So he was like, I got the dudes, they're gonna make your beats dope, but wasn't nobody, sampling had just started. Like originally, like all of those Sugar Hill records and all of that, Rapper's Delight, that was a band.
Music.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it was changing. So when you had Eric B. and Rakim and KRS, everybody started sampling. I wanted to get into that sampling game. So I was having a conversation while on the road with Bobby, and I was like, look, man, it's something, these cats is taking the record. I want to do it like this and blah, blah, blah. And So the dude, Lance, said to me, he said, yo, what you was talking about, that's called sampling. So I was like, what? He said, yeah. He said, and I know somebody that know how to do it. It's a young dude, man. His name is Greg Knight. So I was like, word. And so he ended up introducing me to Greg.
Wow.
And Greg knew how to sample. You know what I'm saying? So once we got together, and he used to just do the human beatbox. And one thing led to another. Once we met, boom, 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 you know, we clicked and we started building from there.
Boom. Salute to Greg, man.
Yeah.
Now, let's fast forward a little bit. Y'all got together. Y'all started doing your thing. Yeah. You give us a brief, little story on how y'all got signed to a major record label.
Oh, man. So when we first started out, we, you know, it was interesting, man. You know how people say, yo, someone is ahead of their time? Well, in thought process and thought pattern, we were like ahead of our time, and I was on some visionary. So when we first got together, I was like, we're gonna do our own label, you know what I'm saying? Let's we're gonna get a distribution deal and all like that. And Greg was like, bet, let's do that. And imagine that, 1986, 1987, man, these labels was laughing at us every time we come up in there like, distribution, get the fuck out. Look, we'll get you a record deal, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So long story short, we going on. We pressed up the record. We pressed up Skill Trade and Dope on the Rope, A and the B side, and we would go store to store with it. Boom, 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 hustling like that. And then Awesome 2 was the first ones to play it. And then Red Alert started playing Skill Trade, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Awesome 2, shout out to Red, man, you know?
Luke.
And yeah, man, and so that started getting us a buzz. Greg had a relationship over at Sleeping Bag Records, Fresh Records, and that's how we ended up getting signed. You know, he was hanging out with them, and he played one of the demos of what we was doing, and they was like, because they only knew him to do beatbox, so he used to do the human beatbox for Tila Rock. You know, so they ain't know Greg to rap, so it was like, you're rhyming? And who's this dude with you? You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, nah, you know, boom, 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 we a group, blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, they was like, well, why you gonna go to other labels? Because we started looking around, but nobody wanted to sign us. First of all, nobody wanted to give us a distribution deal. And second of all, our style at that moment in time was different. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was carrying on that tradition of the sing-along and the harmonizing, you know what I'm saying, throwback to the original four, you know, from the Cats, you know, whatever, you know, everybody, the Force MDs, Fantastic Romantic 5 MCs, Cold Crush, you know what I'm saying, Furious 5, you know, we throwbacks, we from this, you know what I'm saying?
Classic.
Right, so, you know, that whole energy had just subsided. And nobody was doing, everybody's hook more or less, when we came out, everybody's hook was more or less a scratch or a sample from a previous record. Like, for instance, Kane, I Get Raw. That was his hook. You know what I'm saying? Follow the Leader. That was his hook. You know, scratches, there was scratch hooks. We coming back like, nice and smooth with. Motherfuckers is like, what are y'all doing?
You can't hide your
Can't get it too. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Yeah. So it was a journey, you know what I'm saying? But we ended up kicking the door in.
Now, Nice and Smooth was known, man, for having a dope show with amazing dancers, man. So how did y'all meet those brothers that was flipping around, going crazy?
Woo! IBM. Yo,
salute.
Listen, man. Listen. E-Boogie!
E-Boogie in the building.
I want to put E-Boogie on the spot.
E-Boogie in the building.
All right, now listen. Okay, this is cold. This is cold business. If you saw Soul Train, you already know it was epic. You saw any of the BET Teen Summit, live, what was my joint? Spring Break. If you saw any of the Nice and Smooth shows back then, either on television or live, you knew for a fact it's authenticated, it's certified. We had one of the illest shows ever, and our dances were like no other.
Facts.
You understand? Flipping through the sky on niggas, jumping off speakers, jumping off the stage, jumping back up on the stage. Fucking, we 5 feet in the air. Huh? Shout out to, Showtime, peace and blessings be upon them. Okay, let's get the names together. I'll take my damn glasses off of this shit. All right now. Okay. All right, we got E Boogie, Sexy Boogie, baby. Huh?
Salute.
Salute. We got my man Showtime. What? Showtime. I gotta get into Showtime. Wait. Hold on. Okay, wait. I'll say the names first. So we got E Boogie, Showtime, Cornbread, Mike Swift, Cliff Love. Listen, gang. Nothing like these cats. Let's be clear.
Right.
And but on the acrobatic flip tip, Show and E was the most sickest far as the acrobatics. Corn, all of them, Corn and them, the IBM was the ones that brought the whole acrobatics to it. All right. Intensive body movement. Come on. Let's blow this shit up. Let's blow it up.
Got to.
Intense body movement. One more time. Hey!
Got to.
Right?
Salute to the IBM, man.
IBM. And they were from Brooklyn. It came out of Brooklyn, right? So now, imagine this. We had our background singers, Pure Blend. I'm going to get them some love in a little minute, talk about them. But we're going to talk about IBM right now. So this is how it originally stepped into, because now we preparing. We about to drop Hip Hop Junkies and all that. I don't know if it was Junkies. No, Junkies wasn't out yet. Nope, we was about to drop it. And we were trying to prepare for the tour and start doing the shows and stuff. And videos, et cetera, et cetera.
Dancers gonna love this, man.
Right? Yes, sir.
Nicole told me to make sure I ask you about the dances.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Nikki! Yeah, we got to talk about them, man. The Gucci girls, man. We're going to talk about them, too. So, listen, man. So, the crazy part is, and I want to say, before I even go any further, you, nephew, listen, viewers, y'all dealing with hip-hop legacy right now. Because Showtime is his dad, man. Yes. Peace and blessings, angel on his shoulders, man. No one understand this, B. Right. Of the cloth. We are the cloth around here. All right. Now, bam. What club was it, E? Red Zone. Yes. Right. So Greg hits me up. He's like, yo, man, I'm going down to Red Zone, man. You got to see these dances, man. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like, word? He said, yeah, but they insane. I want you to see them. Boom, boom, boom. So I said, all right, bet. Well, let's go. Get down to Red Zone. They in there battling. Man. They jumping around. You think it's some what do you call it? You think it's a karate movie. It was one karate movie that used to remind me of them. Oh, wait. Anyway, it's like one of them Snake and the Crane joints. 5 days. Yo, they flipping over. They're dancing and they're flipping over their opponents' heads and kicking them. And I'm like, yo. Throwing each other up in the air, coming down, splitting, boom, 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 boom. E Boogie, he dance, he do a move, then he starts sliding on his side and kick the dude and Show just bananas. He doing all types of one hand stand, spinning, coming back handspring, kick the other dude. Yo,
nah, this sound crazy.
Yo, dude, I swear I wish we would have had these phones then. Because there's things that we were able to see and witness that you wouldn't even, you'd be like, nah, man, nah. Be like, yes. They said, no way. Yes way, nigga. But it was amazing to see. And when I saw them and their energy, I was like, yep. So right from rip, I'm like, yo, listen, man, tomorrow y'all can come down, man. Come down to this rehearsal. Let's get it in. So, and then he told me later, he was just like, niggas capping, man. We was dead ass because they had seen so much. They wasn't new to the game. Mm-hmm. They had been making their bones. And what you learn in this industry, anybody coming into it, is that you meet, on your way, on your journey, you're going to meet a lot of people that say things that they really can't do. A lot of cap out there. You understand? And especially now in this moment that we in.
Yeah.
You know, back then, you know, it didn't take you a long time to find out if a motherfucker was capping. Because you got to manifest it. You're talking a good game, man. Let me see what you got. You know what I'm saying? And they would have to physically show and prove. These days, they could run with some cappery for a long time. A lot of Captain Crunch niggas.
A lot of
Captain Crunch out here, B. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, let me show you this. Let me show. They'll show you so much shit, so many smoke screens. Be like, nigga, what have you done? Huh?
That's the question right
That's
there.
what you got done, bruh?
That's crazy,
You know,
man.
so it's a different day, man. And so, you know, when we came, it was no smoking mirrors. You know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, come on. All I had to do was see them. I was like, all right, bet, let's go. It's a wrap. We gonna do them dirty. And we just went on, man. And it was like, man.
This is just so inspirational to hear, man, for real.
Yeah.
And now, just thinking about your whole journey, what was like the most valuable lesson that you learned when you was at the height of your success?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a real good one. Okay, at the height of my career, man, you know, I would have to say during the whole journey, I think it was most important for me to maintain an attitude of gratitude, you know, because you go through so much, especially in entertainment, whether or not it's music or if you're an actor, whatever. Even people that are not in front of the camera, it's a lot of work that goes into this thing, B. And there's so many people that are important. Huh? Like, case in point, you knowing about cameras and all that. Like this is officially a part, podcasting is a part of entertainment.
Yep.
And if you ask somebody, what does it take to sustain a podcast or what you got to go through, there's a process.
Yep.
So it's a process for everything. So back in the days, you know, just come through my I had humble upbringings, you know what I'm saying? You know, it was what it was, you know. I'm one of those guys that was raised to learn how to make something from nothing.
Salute.
You know, so that being said, I was always grateful for certain shit, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, because I went through a lot. Like, I almost lost my life. You know, I went through a lot before my music jumped off. So I was really I was really present, like, none of this shit is really was supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? If you're coming from a logic, I'm defying logic every time I step on this motherfucker stage and these motherfuckers are screaming and I got this paper and I'm able to feed my family and bless my friends. Whoa, man, from where you came. Man, so I just, as I was humble while others tumble, stumble, smooth be not bumble, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm humble before God. Not before man and scared of niggas and get out of here with that bull. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm talking about humble before the Most High.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So I just be like, okay, Father, because I already know. You know what I'm saying? I came into that reality from young that there's certain things that don't have to go away that they're going on either way. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that was it. You know, one thing I always took away from it was being, you know, gratitude. You know, being grateful. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the main things.
Now, here on the show, man, we love to give the community gems, man. So knowing what you know now, you know, what's one or two things that you would have done differently as far as finances?
Oh, yeah. See, I'm going to tell you something about finance. You know, like, we're not taught, we're taught certain things, you know, as a people about finance, but we were never taught the game because the game wasn't for us as far as they were concerned. But we just needed, we're the essentials, you know what I'm saying? We're the salt of the planet Earth, so you can't get around them.
Gems.
You know, so we start catching shit as a people. You know, you got to imagine, on this side of the world, we weren't even, you know, we were stripped of everything. So we wasn't supposed, imagine, we were chastised as a people for trying to learn how to read a language that ain't ours. Then we turn around and learn it and master it. So you know damn well, It wasn't about us getting no paper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So all that being said, bam, bam, we defied the odds. We are here. We're here. We're doing what we do. And but technically we weren't taught how to manage finance or nothing like that. We got it in how we got it in. All right. So the point is, in hindsight, and I can say this clear because I know everybody that either came from low or no paper to getting paper or any levels of success, it's so rewarding and sometimes the journey is so tough that when you finally get it, you wanna bless, you know what I'm saying? And you're very excited and you're very happy. And then you see how you can change things immediately. It's like night and day, mama. You know what I'm saying? With a bag, nigga, a lot of shit get to changing. Huh? And so, but in hindsight, like time, we think, I'm telling you, nobody's exempt from this. You think especially when you on a roll, you think that shit gonna last forever. It ain't nobody that I know that ever got a bag that ain't think that shit was gonna last forever. Especially when you touch it and then you just keep getting it. Whoop, whoop, hey! And you know you good. Especially you good in your heart, you know that. You like, oh yeah, bet. It's time now. But time, that's the one thing, that's the tricky one. Everybody think they always got more time. Time is fleeting. So in hindsight of that, I can't really say, because it was, all right, here's the thing. I look at things as lessons. Mm-hmm. You know, I kind of look at this whole thing, this whole life journey as a lesson, like school, mm-hmm. you know. And so inside, the blessing is in the lesson. So sometimes you're going to go through shit in life. But if you can stop for a minute, come out of yourself and really like look at it, like view the situation as a spectator, then you can kind of, because once we are in it, you caught up in it. But if you get a silent moment in the center, then step out of the situation and view it as a spectator. Take that back seat and look at it and go, oh shit, okay, maybe I can move that like this or whatever.
I like that.
So yeah, man. So in it is a lesson. So it's fun. It's difficult for me to say because through all of the shit that I thought was a pitfall, I shit you not. Things that I thought was a pitfall 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 6 months ago, right? The way they say hindsight is 2020. Mm-hmm. The way other things come. Oh man, I can't make this shit up. I'll be like, oh. Damn, yeah. I thought that was something messed up at that time. I thought I really was hard on myself and thought I dropped the ball. But I had to let that ball go to catch a bigger ball. Ow!
That's it.
Ow!
That's making me focus up right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you can't. Don't beat yourself down, bruh. Don't beat yourself down. You know what I'm saying? We have to hold ourselves accountable and others. Like, hey, nigga, accountability on that one there. All right, you nigga, don't waste my time.
Right.
Cause time is moving for both of us, for all of us, fool ass nigga.
It don't stop.
So I'm not gonna let you waste my motherfucking time. When I realize it's something when people are ignorant. Like we're not the best knower. Mm-hmm. The best knower is the Most High, the know of all things. But we, God, G. That's a big G. We little G's. Mm-hmm. We in His image. We most high. We got that. We most high. We most fly. But be cool, baby. You know what I'm saying? So we not the best knower. We don't know it all. You know what I'm saying? We don't take none of this shit with us. Mm-hmm. It's a visit. So it's gotta be a lesson in it.
Yeah, go.
Huh?
Now, the name of this show, man, is called How to Beat the Streets. So can you tell us a little bit about some of your challenges growing up in the streets of the Bronx? And as you was talking, I think you said you almost had like a near-death experience. Maybe you could go into that one. I feel like the people that know Smooth B, they just think your whole life was peaches and cream filled with a lot of beautiful ladies.
Hey, those are rewards for hard work done.
So especially, we got a lot of students too that check this show out from the Bronx. As we just talked about it a little bit earlier, a lot of the students that attend the school, go through a lot of things. The violence, man. We lost a great basketball star from our school, due to gun violence and all that. So I like when they could, hear people like yourself talk about the things you went through and how you was able to, beat the streets.
Oh, man, let me tell you something. It's deep because, all right, I put to you like this, man. Honestly, all right, so I was the youngest of 5, right? 5 boys. So I got 4 older brothers. And 2 of them were like street, like them dudes in them streets. And then 2 were like, did the whole legal shit, right? So growing up, I had the fork. I could see what legal shit get you. I could see what illegal shit get you. But they all were my heroes. So I'm picking up game. I'm soaking up game as a kid. I'm going to all these different institutions, jails, Elmira, Sing Sing, Rikers, all of that from a little kid, 6 years old. I'm at Rikers with my moms visiting my brothers and shit, you dig? So I'm seeing all of that, and then I'm seeing my other brothers go back and forth to work and put their bread together and save and, you know what I'm saying, buy shit and all that. I'm saying, But then I'm watching my other brothers, they getting all this cake in the streets, but then they got a different type of principle about them, different type of moral, you know what I'm saying? They already knowing, like, they like, you don't worship this. Like, I'm coming in the crib, I'm seeing shoe boxes, sneaker box, Pro Cat box full of money, British Walker box full of money. I'm just like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo. And they like, look, you don't worship this shit. My brothers was ill. Like, the Jews, they was like, this shit is nothing. All right? But we gonna use this shit. Have some fun, little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Get some Pumas or whatever, But you do not put this before, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Before human life, And even though they was hustling, they was doing what they was doing, but they had another moral compass. So I'm watching, I'm learning, I'm soaking. Everybody, boom, 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 now I got to make, in other words, I'm coming of age now. So the spoon was fed to me young, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing I had to worry about. I didn't even know we was in the struggle, even though we was living in the South Bronx, broken glass everywhere, nigga. We was fly. Anybody will tell you, no, there was some fly over them Barnes family. Them was fly. All right. But the point is, as I got older and my brothers, either they moved out, everybody, moved on, started families, whatever. Then it's time for me to make a name for myself, make my bones. And so as time went on, when you become a preteen, now you in high school and you're 14 and 15, you know what I'm saying? Now it's starting to get real because you're starting to, you're hearing your mom say, boy, you got to go get a job. You know what I'm saying? Mom's putting that, she adding on that, she on that head, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you starting to hear about bills and this and that and this and that. And as a man, as a young man, you want to contribute. I'm like, look, fuck that. It's on. I'm watching my brothers. I'm like, I got that shit in me. I know how to do it. And so then boom, boom, boom. And then at a certain point, once I started to want to do music, I started inquiring because I didn't have nobody in the music industry in my family. I'm first generation. I'm the first artist in my family. Well, my dad, peace and blessing be upon him. He played the guitar, sung and all of that, but he passed when I was 9. So, long story short, first one to make it, you know what I'm saying? So, when I started to inquire about studio times and how you do this shit, like how it get done. And it's like, you gotta go to the studio and, you talking the 80s. So it's like, studio costs $200 an hour, nigga.
That's hard.
Yeah, I was like, huh? What the fuck you mean? And then you gotta pay for, and what else you gotta do? And I ain't gonna get that money working in Sloan's or Stop and Shop. I got to get this bag. So I would get my little jobs and I'd be hustling. You know what I'm saying? I started hustling. Boom, 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 boom. And then that money come quick, Jack. And, one thing led to another. And, you get them street beefs. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to my brothers and shout out to my uncle. My uncle used to box. My uncle was a neighborhood hero. His name was Doug Jones. He fought Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The year I was born. You could look it up on YouTube. Doug Jones versus, at that time, Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay. Yeah. So, and so I grew up on all of that and him teaching my brothers how to box and wanting me to box at 6 years old. And my mom was like, hell no, nigga. Because Unc had a stutter. Like, he had stuttered, taking them blows to the head. You know what I'm saying? But
So it was those times in the streets that was kind of like your roughest time, seeing all the ups and downs of what you had to go through.
Right, exactly, and dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so one thing led to another. Little quick altercations, bang, bang, bang. You know, with some heavy cats at that time. It didn't go the way they wanted to go with their hands. So they pull them things out, come back, try to spray us. We going back and forth. It got serious. It got very real. And the point was, in the process of all the exchange, when I got home, I had a Woolrich on because it was in the wintertime, and I had 3 holes in my coat, and none of them, no bullet touched me.
Wow.
No bullet touched me, B.
Yeah, for a reason.
Yeah, so I already knew. You know, it's something about when you going through an exchange, and because at the point what I'm saying is, imagine you busting, y'all in cars, it's a car chase and all this action, and then at certain points of the scenery, you get cornered off where you think your ass is, you know, they got the jump on you, so you think it's a wrap, and in those moments of time, nigga, I was like, oh Allah, I start praying, God, please, all right. I ain't supposed to be doing this shit. If you bring me through this, come on now, Father, please, please. And I'm here, pa, 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 pa.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Absolute, man.
And then boom, to get home and see the holes in my coat, I was like, that was God. And then it's like, remember your promise. Remember what you said. Huh?
Get me through this when I ain't doing it again.
Right. And then, being a hard-headed little nigga, little time go by, get a little tough, you want to go back on the block, you know. So it's it's the process. Yeah, you know, you gotta, it's a discipline is the point. You know what I'm saying? And I hope I reach somebody with this because everybody goes through it. It's like I told somebody, we were talking, I was like, whenever a person gets locked up, I don't care if it could be a small crime or a major crime, whatever the situation is. It could be something for a citation, anything. There's something that happens to everyone that has ever been, you could have spent the night in jail. When you're sitting in a cell, whether it's a holding cell, any cell, when that motherfucking door goes clong, when that door closes, automatically in your mind, and I've asked the motherfuckers, they go, you right. Because I remember where you automatically start thinking about what you could have done differently. When you realize you locked in that space, you go right on tap. Damn, I ain't have to go. I shouldn't even took that nigga call, man. What the fuck landed me right here? I shouldn't even. Damn, why did I even? Huh?
Yeah.
You know? And then when you get out, the whole time you like, God, please, you, because you staying there long enough, your ass gonna be like, Father, please get me the fuck out of here, please. I got nothing else to do.
Right.
And then you get your black ass out there, 3 weeks in. You done forgot you in there. Huh?
Yeah.
It's the same thing when you get that paper. When you get that paper, you forget it. Man, peace and blessings to Biz Marquis.
Mm-hmm.
Biz was the first one to ever tell me this. I used to hang out with Biz a lot. And he used to always tell me, he'd be like, Smooth, man, because he heard Skill Trade and Gold and all of, you know, a lot of the demos that we have made in the beginning. Mm-hmm. He was like, you gonna get your time, Smooth? Nigga, you be singing and rapping. Yo, you gonna get it. You gonna get your time. And he said, watch. Biz was like, now I'm gonna imitate him. Watch. Yo, when it come, you gonna feel like you never was broke. And I was like, it's easy for you to say, nigga. I'm riding around with you. You rope chained out. You know what I'm saying? You paying for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, nigga. Like, what do you mean? Yeah. You know, and he was like, when that time comes, you're gonna feel so good. And you're gonna feel so happy. It's gonna feel like you never was without. Man. And it's true. And that's how it goes. And it's worth it. You know, for anybody that's striving and have a dream out there, it's worth it. Follow your dream. Don't let nobody, that's your dream, nigga. Mm-hmm. Don't let nobody rob you of your dream. Go for it. Come on, you got nothing to lose.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, man. And all the gems you've been dropping so far. Mm-hmm. Now, before you came in here, I always got a question of the day that I research around everybody around me. Yo, I got Smooth coming. Yo, what you got? What you want to say? What you want to say? You know what I mean? And like the number one thing I got out of like 15 people that I asked, they asked me what happened to the before song. It's a joint that you put out there.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube and all that. But
Right.
people, I guess they've been trying to look for it and all that.
Oh, for real?
And
They
even
can't
me
find
too.
it?
That
Word?
joint, is it on all streaming platforms still?
Yeah.
When I was young, I used to that joint hard. So it is out there.
It's still there, yeah.
Oh,
It better
okay.
be. Yeah. I slowed up on it. Tell you the deep part, man. I'll keep it 100. Because you know how life is. Life is deep. You know what I'm saying? And oh yeah, trust me, y'all. For everybody that out there that love that joint, man, I appreciate you and stood behind me and all of that. I got some shit for y'all. Y'all gonna love this new shit. That's all I can say. Y'all gonna love this shit. I'm not playing. But the thing was, you know, I came with the before, and I did it in Spanish. You know, I did three videos. You know, having some fun with it and all of that. You know, and but right after I dropped it, my wife passed away. You know what I'm saying? 32 years, man. My queen, shout out to Keisha, man. My wife, man, Keisha
Right.
Barnes. That's my day one, nigga. Like, anybody that know her, and a lot of people know her, especially in the industry, you know what I'm saying? She was her pen was crazy. She was signed to Uptown Records way back. You know, like, it's another story. I'm going to keep her legacy going, too, because I got songs done on her. Oh, man. But that's my rider. And so she passed, and the shit fucked me up. And I was like, yo, hold up, wait. Nah. This was a part where we talked about what we was going to do at this point. Together, my nigga. You know, and so then boom. And so I said, I took in, when it first happened, I said, you know what? Now I gotta go all out. Because of whatever, you know, what we all discussed. So I wasn't in denial to an extent, because I was like, nah, I just went straight into the mission. So that's how we was able to do the numbers, you know what I'm saying? We did like 3-4 million on that before, joint. Yeah. So we went hard in the paint on that. And then we was getting ready to drop the Summer Cry. That was another joint. And so that year goes by, I'm running with it. Peace and blessings to my brother Igard. He was my business partner. 2021, COVID. He passed away. So I'm like, hey, yo, ho. Give me a freaking break here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? So I said, okay, let me take it easy. You know what I'm saying? That one took me a minute to adjust to, you know, and so, you know, so now I'm reloaded. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so
you got more heat on the way to light them up.
yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, this part of the show is called the Putting You On segment. You know what I mean? Can you share one book, movie, song, quote, or anything that you go to keep you motivated or might have changed your life?
Yes. On some real, because I mean, nothing, at the end of the day, like, I done read all types of books, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep it a buck. And this is from a spiritual, I share this with you from a spiritual perspective. No religious, but the Bible and the Quran are my go-tos, bruh. Because it's something about, and everybody interpret what they read, but me, I got certain books I read, like the Psalms and Proverbs. Like, when I touch them joints and them certain books and them certain chapters and them certain surahs, there's nothing that re-jumps me like those. I could read all types of shit, you know, books about like Osho, and like I like shit that spark the thought and awareness. But when I come back to that scripture, it's like it feeds the soul, feeds the spirit in a different kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And that's,
All right.
those my joints.
Now, I ain't gonna front, man. Just sitting here with you, I feel like your life is like a movie, man.
Oh,
For
man,
real,
thank
man.
you.
You got to put something in motion
Yes.
pictures, man. I know
Yes.
Boogie probably plotting like, hold on, I got the movie.
Right.
But if your life was a movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We in Magic Johnson Theater, and we all walking away, man. We crying, we laughing.
Yeah.
What you think would be the 3 key takeaways from your life movie?
I would say the resilience. One would be resilience. Because once people hear my story, man, They're gonna be like, what? It's shit that I experienced. Motherfuckers have no idea. They be like, the nigga, get the fuck out of here. But I got people that's going co-sign like, nah, that nigga went through that, bruh. He did. That little nigga did go through that. So, you know, so the resilience, the love and passion for life. Like, I love people. So anybody that know me, they know. They be like, yo, that nigga smooth, man. If he love you, he love you. If he don't love you, he ain't fucking with you. It's not no, I hate that nigga. I don't have that much energy, B, to be hating no fucking body. It take a lot to hate. It take a lot of energy, you know what I'm saying? So I love life. I love the physical experience. You know, they say that we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. So I enjoy it. I just get out there and I look at this crazy shit. No, every day ain't sunny and happy and all that shit. I got my moments, my ups and downs, just like anybody else. But at the same time, man, it's how you choose to look at a thing. You know, people say, I look at this bottle of water. Let me sip some of this shit. Hold on.
That's a fact.
So, is it a quarter full or a quarter empty? Huh? It's how you perceive it.
How you perceive it.
Yeah. So that's my thing. I'm like, how I'm gonna look at this thing, man? How I'm gonna look at it? And I'm constantly, you know, evaluating, questioning stuff like, wait, that shit just happened. How I want to deal with that. Take that moment. Everybody, man, you know, take that moment in life, like to just go, okay, wait, how I want to look at it. And then sometimes just let for the most part, after you look at it, let the shit go and keep moving. I think it's, you know, one of my uncles, a shout out to Uncle Linwood. Oh, man, he's a jewel dropper. And, you know, one of my mentors and dropped a lot of jewels on me growing up and all of that. And he would say he had a term called analysis paralysis. So he was basically saying, don't overanalyze shit. Peep it, all right, let it go. All right, you got that part? Write it down if you got it. Keep moving, man. You're sitting there trying to analyze it, reanalyze it, now you stuck. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to fall into the analysis paralysis. So I would say the resilience, love, and
those is good ones right there, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
those is powerful, man.
Yeah.
Now, one, I just want to say, man, again, thank you for everything. You know what I mean? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for even having this convo with me, man. You already, you know what I mean, had a powerful impact on my life just by having this conversation with me. You know what I mean? And I know Pops is here, like, yo, you know what I mean? We doing it, man.
Yo, let me tell you
Shout out to
something.
E-Boogie too, man.
What?
Always showing love, man.
Yeah.
Making sure things happen, man. I salute you, brothers.
Yo,
man,
man,
for real.
salute you. Let me tell you something, man, because everybody might not say it enough. And because of life and circumstances and, you know, we moving around. You a grown man. Everybody grown, nigga. This shit crazy.
Yeah, shit real.
To see you from a baby, nigga. But I could honestly tell you from growing up with your dad, nigga, you have got him on cloud 9, nigga. Always remember that. And always know, man, he loved the shit out you, bruh. He loved you so much. So he with you. He constantly with you, God. You know, it's no separate here. You know, it's like it's some real Jedi shit going on these days. And I want you to know that I'm extremely proud of you. I don't get a chance to tell you and chime in. But every time I come on the scene, nigga, you up another notch, nigga. I'm proud of you, boy. Yeah. And in any capacity, you know I'm here, nigga.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The brother Smooth B came through and blessed the show, man.
Yes.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man.
Of course.